Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the new allegations that have been made against Dream. Now, if you don't know, Dream basically had some allegations made against him on Twitter, accusing him of flirting and talking with a minor. Now, the girl in question at the time was 17 years old from what she alleges, and she accused Dream of basically flirting with her through text, through Snapchat and social media, basically just having what could be considered inappropriate conversations with her in general. And there's been some rumors of like other allegations that have been made regarding like 13 and 15-year-olds. I've seen no evidence surrounding any of these claims, and I've seen no threads that have accused him of any of these claims. Therefore, I'm not including them in this video. I just want to focus on the one where there's actually a thread and there's some evidence that's actually been sent and stuff like that, because when it comes down to allegations like this and when it comes to situations like this, it's very important that there's proof behind it, right? You can't just go around and say like, oh, this person did this, right? Like, there needs to be evidence. And in this situation, it appears that there is some evidence. There's about a 1.5 minute long video that I'm going to show you guys here in a minute that shows a bunch of different threads that had a bunch of different evidence in it. If you want to like kind of pause that to break down the different pieces of evidence for yourself and take a look at the screenshots and the stuff that was shown, then you can go ahead and do that. From what I understand, the person who made these allegations has now deleted a bunch of the like threads and the stuff talking about this out of fear that Dream's fans will actually go after them. If you guys didn't know, Dream is unfortunately known for having a fan base that will like harass, attack, and dox people who speak out about Dream or criticize Dream in any way. It's not all of his fans, it's like a very small subsection probably of his fans that do things like this, but from what I understand, the accuser here has deleted a lot of this and went private on Twitter after all this because of basically fear that they're going to be attacked. So it's a real big kind of a clusterfuck of a situation, I understand, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video clip now that has all of the evidence that I'll be talking about in this video. You can go ahead and see it for yourself and come up with your own conclusion on whatever you see in this. So alright, so at the time, the person accusing Dream of basically grooming in this instance was 17, saying they were almost 18 through text messages on Twitter. You can see it is the verified Dream account that the texts take place with back and forward. I haven't seen any evidence debunking any of these screenshots or any of these messages or anything. There's like a lot of video clips surrounding it. It's a little bit harder to fake video clips because like in Photoshop, if you're just like basically photoshopping an image, like you can go through and like edit it pixel by pixel, but if you're like faking a video with text screenshots, that's really hard to pull off. So it's gotten to the point that this whole situation is now trending on Twitter. Hashtag Dream is a Freak has, as of me recording this video, 34,000 tweets under it. So from what we've been able to see in this entire situation, the age gap looks like this. The girl was 17, as I've stated previously, and at the time, Dream was 20, so there was about a give or take 3-year age gap between the two of them. But one of the big issues that's really been made out of this entire situation is what people call the power dynamic between Dream and, at the time, what was a fan. Basically, this argument goes that, like, well, for instance, like with me, right? I'm a large content creator on YouTube. Let's say a female fan were to hit me up. First off, off, I'd never respond because I have a girlfriend anyway, but let's say for the sake of argument or whatever, that you and a fan or whatever have this kind of conversation, you know, it turns sexual or whatever. At that point, it's pretty much inappropriate and it's not really acceptable for a content creator like that to talk to one of their fans because of the power imbalance, right? Because that person is obviously, well, a huge fan of this content creator, and they're probably more willing to not only converse with that person because they're a content creator, but also because they have like a large following online. So that's like an argument that a lot of people use in these kinds of situations, that it's not really okay for like a YouTuber to sext with a fan or talk to a fan like this. Personally, I do think it's kind of stepping a line. I mean, I know a lot of people have different opinions on this. I think it is stepping a line to talk to a fan like this. It just, like, for me, would feel really unprofessional in the first place. So now it's leading to a point where there's a big amount of backlash against Dream, right? It seems like as it stands, there's kind of like two different groups of people forming on this entire thing. On one hand, you have people who don't think Dream was in the wrong, right? A lot of these people are admittedly Dream fans. They're saying that a situation like this actually is more or less mocking people who actually go through grooming and these kinds of problems. Basically accusing the girl who, you know, came forward with all these allegations and everything of doing it for attention and everything. There's also people on this side that are really kind of on Dream's side because they don't see the age gap as being like a bad thing. Because keep in mind, it's between a 20 and a 17, almost 18-year-old. That's like a 2.5-year age gap. So a lot of people just don't see a problem with it because of that. But on the other hand, you have people who do see a problem with it, not only because of, like I said, the power imbalance between the entire situation, but also some people do see an issue with the age gap, and they think that pretty much once you turn 18, you shouldn't be interacting with anyone under the age of 18 sexually. They were sexting. There was some flirting that went on between Dream and this girl. Now, a private account called @DreamSecretClub has responded to the entire allegation from Dream's perspective. I believe it is Dream's account. I don't know. I don't follow it. It's a private account. But this is apparently one of Dream's private accounts, and it says, "Wake up to people making up disgusting false accusations for the millionth time. I'm going to enjoy my last couple days in LA and not let people try and ruin it. My heart goes out to actual victims who get questioned in their hardest moments because of stuff like this. Fuck you if you abuse concern around horrible real issues out of spite. It's sad to see the trend that whenever there's something big going on for me or friends of mine, people try to use those moments to spread negativity and lies. Hopefully everyone's day isn't ruined." So I don't know if Dream is going to actually publicly respond to this. I think it's probably best if he does. Like I said, this is trending on Twitter now. A lot of people are getting behind it. It's becoming a pretty big deal. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the Dream allegations and signing out.